So it's just going to be a little bit of a general, simple overview of your health today. And to start things off, I do believe I need to ask you a few questions, okay? Get a little bit of information about yourself and your day-to-day lifestyle, okay? Just to get an idea of how that might impact your health and how we might improve upon things if necessary, okay? So let me just grab my pencil case. Okay, just get my little pen out of here. Little pen. Okay, very good. Okay, excellent. Now then, got my pen, got my clipboard. I'm ready to ask you a few questions, okay, so you can go into as much detail as you'd like. Question number 1. What is your diet like? You can give me an example of what you might eat in a single day if you'd like. Actually sound quite healthy for the majority. I think what we like to try and do is we like to have healthy food for about 80% of all the food that we consume. If you have junk food for 20%, obviously it's still going to be bad for your health, but it won't have a devastating impact on your health. As long as the vast majority of what you eat is healthy, you can get away with the odd little bit of junk food, okay? Right, let me just ask you another question now. How much exercise do you do per week? And what is the type of exercise that you do the most? That's quite good. Obviously we generally recommend that you get quite a bit of walking, cardio exercise, hopefully just in your day-to-day activities as you go about your life. That's excellent. And obviously we do also like to recommend that people do a little bit of resistance exercising every week. 2 to 3 times a week would be ideal, but it does depend on yourself, your ability, your level, where you're at currently. Resistance exercise just being anything that involves weight. It could be your body weight exercises, or it could be dumbbells, barbells, whatever it might be, machines, whatever you prefer. Realistically, just something to keep your muscles from atrophying, from becoming smaller and weaker, essentially, as you age. You want to just maintain a certain level of musculature to help your overall health, prevent you from, getting fractures or anything like that. It's a little layer of protection, basically. Right. My next question for you, what do I want to ask now? I want to ask you, do you live a stressful life overall? Do you have many sources of high stress in your life? say is the number one thing that causes you stress in your life? And would you say that is a chronic stress, a stress that is constantly or almost constantly on your mind, or is it something that you feel acutely every now and then, quite bad, but then you don't feel stressed at other times? How would you describe it? Okay, very good. Let's see, what else do I want to ask you? I just want to briefly ask you, what are your relationships like with your family, with your friends, with romantic partners? Just a very quick summary of each, please. Okay, that's good. Obviously it is a little bit beneficial to your health to have good social activities, relationships, you know. It's good to be social, even for introverts. Introverts, they may need significantly less than everybody else, but it is still good for their health, good for their mind, good for their hormones, you know, their endorphin release, just to be with other people, talk to them, engage in some sort of social activity. Okay, let's have a look. What else do I want to ask you today? I do want to ask you quickly, do you go to therapy? Okay, let's have a look. I want to ask you, how is your sleep? How many hours would you say you get per night? Okay, that's good. That's reasonably good. Let's see. And my final question is, do you have any health concerns that you in particular want me to look at or address today? Okay, I'll take a look at that for you at the end of the examination today. Okay, so I think I'm ready to actually start physically examining you now, and for that, of course, I'm going to need to put on some latex gloves just for hygiene. Okay. Okay, just one moment whilst I get my gloves on, all nice and comfortable. Okay. Okay, that's quite good. There we go. Very good indeed. I've got my little gloves on now, and I think the first thing I need to do is I need to use my stethoscope to listen to your heart rate and to listen to your lungs. Okay, so I'm just going to put that there. Very good. Okay, that's good. Now I'm just going to place this on your chest. I can do it over your clothes, that's absolutely fine. And I'm going to listen first of all to your heart rate. Okay, so here we go. Just going to listen for about 15 seconds, maybe 30, okay? Just to get a bit of an understanding of your heart rate and the strength of your heartbeat. Okay. Okay, that's sounding very, very steady indeed. various different places on your chest, and I'm going to ask you to breathe in and breathe out with me. Okay, so I'm going to place this on your chest, and if you can take a deep breath in with me, please, sir. And breathe out for me. Okay, just want to do a different location. We'll do that again. Deep breath in. Breathe out. Okay, that sounds very good indeed. Obviously with the lungs, I'm just listening for any crackling sound, anything that might indicate some sort of liquid or mucus on the lungs, but sounds very clear there. Your lungs, they sound good. Sounds like you have a good lung capacity as well. Just gauging from that. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to look inside your mouth. Okay, I'm going to use my a little tool here. Okay, just going to be using this little tool here. It's got a bit of a magnifying glass on it. Magnifying glass, and that allows me to just have a little bit of a good look wherever I want to look. Okay, so if you could open your mouth for me, please, as wide as you possibly can. Very good. I'm just going to have a bit of a look in your mouth now. Okay, I'm just going to have a little bit of a look in your mouth. Bit of a look. Okay, very interesting. Could you raise your tongue for me, please? Raise your tongue for me. Okay, very good. Interesting there, that's quite good. Okay, you can put your tongue back down. I'm just going to look at the back of your throat now, the back. Okay, I'm just going to be looking at the back of your throat. So keep your mouth open nice and wide for me. Could you swallow for me, please? Could you swallow for me? Okay, that's quite good, quite good. Interesting, very good. I'm just going to quickly look at your teeth. Have a quick look at your teeth. And also I'm just going to quickly look at your gum line as well, okay? Quickly looking at your gum line as well. Okay, interesting, very interesting indeed. Just looking at the gum line, that's very interesting. Okay, I like what I'm seeing there in your mouth. Very good indeed. Right, let me see. What else do I want to do? I think I want to feel the outside of your throat now, okay? So I'm just going to place my hands gently on your throat, okay? Okay, very good. I'm just going to apply a little bit of pressure, and what I want you to do is I want you to swallow for me, please, okay? Very good. And if you could swallow once more for me. Okay, and do you feel any pain or discomfort there? No, everything's okay. Very good, okay. I didn't feel anything out of the ordinary there either, so that's a very good sign. Right, let's have a little bit of a look now, shall we? Okay, what I would like to do next is I would like to take a look up that nose of yours, up the nostrils, okay? Up the nostrils of your nose, not your nose. Right, and I'm just going to put this little attachment on. I'm going to put the little attachment on here. And I'm just going to put this up your nose, basically. I'm just going to put this up your nose, and I'm just going to have a little bit of a look. A bit of a look up your nose, okay? Don't worry, I don't mind. I'm expecting to see some bogies, okay? Everybody's got some bogies. There's no reason to be embarrassed or ashamed, okay? It's just a part of nature. It's actually a good sign if you have got bogies, because it means the little hairs in your nostrils are doing their job. They're catching any debris that might be going up there, and they're coating them in a little coat of mucus to prevent them from causing any damage or harm to you, okay? So I'm just going to be going up the other nostril now, okay? Okay, it's going to be going up the other nostril. Having a little look at this one as well. Okay, absolutely marvellous looking nostrils you have there. Lovely looking nostrils. Just the right amount of hair, I think. Lovely hairy nostril. Okay, very good. I'm happy with that as well. Let's see. What do I want to do with you next? Okay, so I do just want to feel along the bridge of your nose now on the outside with my fingers, and I would like ears now. I'm going to be looking in your ear canals. I'm going to be looking in those little ear canals of yours. Let's have a quick look at those ear canals. Okay. It's looking very nice indeed. Looks like a regular ear canal. A little bit of earwax, but nothing too crazy, nothing too excessive. No redness, no inflammation. I'm just going to be checking the other ear canal now as well. Hopefully we see the same thing here. Very good indeed. Very good indeed. You must be taking good care of your ears, cleaning them out yourself, are you? Okay, that's very good. Just be careful not to damage the eardrum, okay? Don't go too close with the cotton bud to the eardrum, okay? The eardrum is very sensitive indeed. It can be very easily punctured by accident, okay? So do be careful there when doing some self-cleaning. Be careful. Okay, now, what would I like to do next? Okay, let me just see. I'm going to look at your eyes next, and I'm going to use a light to do that. Right, so I'm just going to use my little small light here to look into your eyes. This could get quite bright, okay, but please try and keep your eye open. It doesn't really matter where you look unless I give you specific instructions, okay? Unless I give you specific instructions. I'm just at the moment observing your eyes, observing your pupils, how they respond to the light, and also looking at the whites of your eyes as well, okay? Looking at the whites of your eyes. Okay. Can you hear my tummy? My tummy is rumbling today. There it goes again, rumbling quite a lot. I guess it might be hungry, or it might be full of liquid. I'm not really sure what's going on in there. But there is an excessive amount of tummy rumbling today. I do apologize if that's distracting you. I haven't eaten yet today, but generally I don't eat for long periods of time. But also I usually do some sort of physical activity in the morning, so maybe that's making my tummy a bit confused. It's a bit out of sync today, it's a bit out of its routine. Right, very good, okay. Now I'm just going to hold the light here, and I want you to look up at my finger up here for me, please. Very good. Look down at my finger down here for me, please. Very good. Look to the side for me, please. Look at the finger. Very good. Now look over here for me, please. Look over here. Okay. Okay, very good indeed. Right. Right, I am just going to actually put a little bit of eye drops in those eyes of yours. They look a little bit dry. Okay, perhaps it's because of the testing. Maybe you find the doctor's appointment a little bit stressful or something like that. Some people do. I myself do as well. But either way, I'm just going to put some eye drops in there to just hydrate your eyes, basically give them a protective layer, protective solution. Otherwise, dry eyes, they can be caused by looking at screens for too long, for not blinking enough. Okay, so just be mindful. If you're working on a computer for large periods of time, blink. Okay, remember to blink. You silly little sausage. Remember to blink. Right. I do just want to put this little eye drop in, so if you open your eyes nice and wide for me, I put 2 drops in there. Sorry, let me just quickly. Okay, and now I put the eye drop in at the eye as well. Okay, at the eye as well. Very good. Okay, there we go. That's the eyes looked at. Very good. Obviously, I'm just doing a very quick look at each aspect and each component of your health today. It's just a very quick general physical examination, just to see if I can spot anything that needs close attention. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is I need to look at your muscles and your facial muscles as well, how they perform. So what I want you to do for me, please, I want you to copy my face, making some funny and unusual facial expressions. Okay, so number 1, I want you to puff out your cheeks like So surprised. Okay, very good. Very good indeed. Now, I'm going to place my hand on the side of your head here, and I want you to push against my hand for me. Very good indeed. And I'm placing my hand on the other side of your head. Push against it. Okay. I am obviously applying a little bit of pressure, trying to gauge how strong all your different muscles are. Okay, so my hand on your forehead. Push backwards for me, please. Very good. My hand under your chin now. Push downwards for me, please. There we go. Okay, hands are now going on your shoulders. Okay, so shrug for me, please. Very good. Okay, so now if you could hold your arms out for me, please. Kind of like that. Very good. I'm going to put my hands on top of your hands, and I want you to lift your arms upwards for me. Okay, keep them straight but lift upwards. Very good. Now, putting my hands underneath yours, keeping your arms straight. Push down. Push down. Okay, very good. Putting my hands on the outside of your arms. Keep your hands straight, but bring them outwards. Okay, push them outwards. Very good. Now, my hands on the inside of yours. Push inwards. Try and squeeze them together. Squeeze them together. Okay, very good job. Right. Now I want you to hold just the one arm out for me, please, and I'm just going to palpate along the arm. Okay, I'm just going to palpate along the arm. Okay, very good. Now if you could hold the other arm out for me, please. Okay, just going to do a little bit of palpating on this arm as well. Okay. Okay, good results there, good results. Now, I need to test your reflexes. Okay, so if you could keep your arm nice and loose for me, and I'm just going to hit the perfect spot on the elbow to get a little bit of a reflex. Okay, so don't think, don't do anything. Okay, so here we go. Good. Now, I'm going to do the same on the other one. Okay, keep this arm nice and relaxed. Don't think, don't worry. Very good. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same with your knees. So what I want you to do is I want you to drape your knee over just like this. There we go. That's perfect. Okay. I'm just going to do the same to your knees. Okay. Reflex test. Here we go. Very good. Very good. Now we'll do the same with the other knee. Okay. So if you just want to position that perfectly. There we go. And now here we go. Very good. Good reflexes. Good reflexes indeed. Okay, so earlier on you mentioned you were a little bit worried about a mole that you have on your face here, just over here. Okay, right, so I'll take a look at that for you today, of course. First things first is I'm going to use my magnifying glass, okay? Magnifying glass. Okay, this magnifying glass has little LEDs on it. Okay, and I'm going to put the LEDs on now. The light is going on now. Okay, quite bright. It's quite bright. But this is going to help me have a very good look at your mole. Okay, just going to have a very good look at your mole. Okay, so what I'm looking for is I'm looking at the boundary of your mole, so to speak. The border. Okay, it does have a very defined border indeed, which is a great sign. That's a great sign. Generally, if a mole has like a blurry or an indistinct border or shape, that can be one of the warning signs, but this mole here, very well defined, very distinct borderline, which is great. Also, the overall shape is very good. It's a little bit lumpy, a little bit 3D, we might describe it as, but that's not necessarily a bad thing because it is quite regular in its shape. Okay. The coloration is also very good. It's a clear, distinct brown colour throughout. It's uniform. That's a very good sign. Very good sign indeed. And it's not excessively large. It's quite a regular size there. Okay, I would just like to gently press the mole, okay? And what I'd like you to tell me is if it's painful at all. No, you don't feel anything at all. Just a regular sensation of being touched, yeah? Okay. Okay, that's good. That's a good sign. I am just going to quickly measure the mole. I'm going to make a note of it, write that down, and then perhaps the next time we have a physical examination together, I'll measure the mole again and check if it's grown, if it's changed in size at all. Okay, let's grab my measuring tape now. Okay. Righto. Let me just get that up against the mole there. Let me just see. Okay, so we're looking at a diameter of about 4 millimeters. 4 millimeters. Okay, let me just write that down. Okay. Just got the mole. 4 millimeter diameter. Regular shape. Distinct border and uniform color as well. Okay, so that's very good, honestly. And also, I have to note as well, no pain as well. Okay, yeah, in my opinion, that mole is nothing to be concerned about. Obviously, we're going to monitor it. If it does change in any way, perhaps we'll look further into it, but otherwise it looks like it's just a regular little mole. Nothing to worry about, nothing to be concerned about. Okay, if you do notice it changes quite drastically in shape, size, appearance, whatever, do give me a ring. We'll give it a check again, but I do not think that's going to be the case. I think it's just going to remain as it is, and I don't think you need to worry about anything at all. Okay, so based on all the results of the physical exam today, obviously very simple exam today, just looking generally at everything, every aspect that I possibly can within our short little appointment today. I think you're in great health. It looks like you're in good health. The answers you gave me to my questions at the beginning as well would lead me to believe that you're in good health. You're leading a pretty good lifestyle as well. Okay, so I think just continue as you are. Any problems or concerns that may arise, give us a ring when they arise, and we'll take a look at you. Okay, but otherwise, nothing to worry about, nothing to change. Okay, so any questions for me before you leave today? No questions, all okay? Excellent. Okay, so thank you so much for coming today. Thank you so much for being so nice, polite, compliant, and yes, I'll see you again in the future. Goodbye, and take care.